Hello and welcome back to Infinite Jeff. I'm Jeff. I'm reading Infinite Jest, a book by David Foster Wallace, DFW, and published 1996, the year of our Lord, of course. Here we go, page 79. Ooh. Recliner, and rushed to his side, crying his name aloud, touching his head, trying to get a response, failing to get any response to her, he still staring straight ahead, and eventually, and naturally she, noting that the expression on his rictus of a face nevertheless appeared very positive, ecstatic even, you could say, she eventually and naturally turning her head and following his line of sight to the cartridge viewer. Alright, that was a page break, or a section break. Man, is this guy dead, the medical attaché? Or is he just... riveting. Alright. Gerhard Schitt, head coach and athletic director at the Enfield Tennis Academy, Enfield, Massachusetts, was wooed fiercely by ETA headmaster Dr. James Incandenza. Just about begged to come on board the moment the academy's hilltop was shaved flat and the place was up and running. Incandenza had decided he was going to bring Schitt on board or bust. This even though Schitt had just lately been asked to resign from the staff of a Nick Bollettieri camp in Sarasota because of a really unfortunate incident involving a riding crop. By now, though, pretty much everyone now at ETA feels as though stories about Schitt's whole corporal punitive thing must have been pumped up out of all sane proportion. Because even though Schitt still does favor those high and shiny black boots, and yes, the epaulets, still, and now a weatherman's telescoping pointer that's a clear stand-in for the now forbidden old riding crap he has, Schitt, at near what must be 70, mellowed to the sort of elder statesman point where he's become mostly a dispenser of abstractions rather than discipline. A philosopher instead of a king. His felt presence is here mostly verbal. The weatherman's pointer has not made a corrective contact with even one athletic bottom in Schitt's whole 9 years at ETA. Still, although he now has all these Lebensgefahrtins, footnote 31, and prorectors to administer most of the necessary little character-building cruelties, Schitt still does, his occasional bit of fun, still. So, but when Schitt dons the leather helmet and goggles and revs up the old FRG-era BMW cycle and trails the sweating ETA squads up the Com Avenue hills into East Newton on their PM conditioning runs, making judicious use of his pea shooter to discourage straggling sluggards, it's usually 18-year-old Mario Incandenza who gets to ride along in the sidecar, carefully braced and strapped, the wind blowing his thin hair straight back off his oversized head, beaming and waving his claw at people he knows. It's possibly odd that the leptosomatic Mario I, so damaged he can't even grip a stick, much less flail at a moving ball with one, is the one kid at ETA whose company Schitt seeks out. Is in fact pretty much the one person with whom Schitt speaks candidly, lets down his pedagogical hair. He's not close to his prorectors particularly, Schitt, and treats Aubrey like something. Aubrey Plaza, Drake, who knows? That was page 79 of Infinite Jest. And, yeah, just so you know that Schitt, that's spelled Schitt. So it's, yeah, like as in Schitt's Creek, that kind of spelling. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's a swear word, but it's a last name. I get what you did there, Wallace. Hilarious. Good night.